it's either I've just woken up or it's late at night or I just can't be asked to get myself together. But I just had therapy, so I was already glammed up a little bit. So I thought I would do a reading for Capricorn. I know people really, I feel like people, it sounds so superficial, but I feel like people tend to watch readings when they can see the person and they can see the shuffling. That's one thing I've noticed. But yeah, quick announcement. My song Queen of Swords is coming out on the 8th of August of this month. I will put details in the description down below. So this reading may or may not resonate. But yeah, if it resonates, it resonates. So what's going on? What's going on in the energy of Capricorn in the month of August? What is the current energy? Okay, so what's going on? We have in a day, we have sex. I don't even know how to react when I see those things like that. I'm like, sex? Like, why sex? Right? Jobs, finances, pride, truth, ego, third eye. I want to clarify this. Sometimes things just really just don't make sense. Sometimes it's just like, well, what do you mean sex? Like there's no context. Can you clarify sex? Can you clarify sex? Why is sex here? Okay. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. There was also a card that was just left here, like on the side, which is the Empress. I don't know if I should take it. I'm hearing if I could take it all back, I would now. So I feel like you have someone in regret. See, the thing is, I try my best to stay away from love, but love seems to always pop up. Because how I used to do my old readings is I used to always focus on a specific person, how they feel, or what their intentions are. But now it's like I try my best to keep it general, but love just pops up anyway. Can we clarify jobs and finances and ego? The Emperor wanted to come up almost, but let's keep shuffling. Jobs and finances and ego. Jobs and finances and ego. What is... Okay, this is literally the workplace. There may be some tension. Okay, so this is very specific. You can keep watching if you feel like the beginning part doesn't resonate, but I feel like in the workplace there could be some tension between you and other people, or how people are viewing you. There could be a lot of ego-driven behavior going on with finances and work. Some of you may feel like you need to have more money in order to achieve certain stability, or even just more respect. So it's just like more money, more respect, you know, more freedom to go after love or to go after dreams and stuff. Because the thing is, I know money is important, but it's not like, I feel like some people in this world, they don't want money just so that they can buy designer stuff. Like they want money so that they can get married, start a family, so that they can afford to have the children. And I feel like, yeah, sometimes it's just ego-driven things going on in the workplace where some people may feel like I need a raise so I can stunt on someone, impress people with my money and whatnot. But there's something about sex that is coming up. I feel like someone from your past, if you've been intimate with someone from your past, they're missing the sex. I feel like you gave this person validation. So if you feel like, oh, I don't know if that's the case. If you feel like this is your energy, flip it, because sometimes I do have cross watches. But someone in the situation used to have a really deep bond with someone, and they used to be intimate. And this past person is missing that intimacy. They're missing the sex, but not for reasons where it's like, oh my god, like I want to make love, but it's more like it made them feel desired. I feel like someone from your past suffers from low self-esteem, and without them having this sexual gratification with you, they kind of feel ugly, they kind of feel disgusted, they don't even feel good enough, because we have it clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, which is, you know, you feel left out in the dark. So if someone from your past hits you up for sexual reasons, it's not even a case of like they're trying to disrespect you, but there's just something about your energy that just made them feel really desired, really loved. This person could be suffering from a lot of insecurity. So maybe that's probably where the ego thing comes from. Maybe they don't, maybe it's somebody in your life who, or part of your past life, who doesn't really have the means. They're not really where they're at financially. And the only thing they had going on was the fact that you desired them. So you boosted their ego, you made them feel somewhat attractive. But now you're no longer in this person's life, or maybe you're not talking to this person. So now it's just like they feel ugly. Some of you, this person may have tried to reach out to you recently, but you kind of didn't really give them the time of day. And now they feel even more insecure. They feel like they're not good enough because you rejected them, or you ignored them, or you blocked them, and no one else wants them. So they kind of feel even more left out in the cold, because we do have pride here. But we have third eye chakra at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like you guys, the reason why you move the way that you move is because you're operating out of your intuition. In the past, you were too giving, too trusting of other people, and it puts you in situations that actually didn't benefit you. They actually hurt you. You may have gone through a serious heartbreak. So now you're like, now I'm not going to give the time of day to someone who I don't even trust. You're going to make sure that you trust the person. So I feel like this person sees you as very attractive and highly sought out. And even if you feel like, oh, I don't think so, this is not even about feminine or masculine energy. This is just about beauty, okay? Handsomeness. Whether you see yourself in a way where like, oh, I'm not all that. I think a lot of people see you as someone who they'd want to settle down with. You give off husband material, wifey material energy. And you also have really high standards for who you do decide to be with. So people do take notice of that. And it makes this past person feel even worse, because they're kind of like, wow, Capricorn is glowing. Capricorn has their shit together. Capricorn is not only handsome, good looking, gorgeous, beautiful, but they also are stable. And they actually gave me a chance in the past, and now they don't want any chance with me anymore. So it makes them feel like they really lost out. They really fumbled the bag when they let you go. And now if they are to catch up with you, it's like they can't. Financially, I feel like you guys earn more than this person, or some of you, this person doesn't even have a job. Like, like they feel like they have nothing to offer but sexual advances, or but emotional support, or but their looks. So they kind of feel upstage and insecure. But that's a very specific message. I think for all of these zodiac signs, it's been very specific. But yeah, I feel like they sense that there's like, they can never really be on your level financially. There's so much pride here. But yeah, I want to clarify what truth is about. What is truth about? What is truth about? Feels weird looking at myself here. I'm always thinking like, I don't recognize myself in that kind of way. I'm like, is that me? Oh, too many cards. I'm not taking all of them. Can you clarify truth? Someone's in deep regret. Okay, 3 of Wands. Okay, and the Hierophant that was falling out. So what I'm getting here is, if someone in the past made everything sexual, or you may have dated this person and then it just may have ended up being just a sexual connection, or it ended and then you guys decided to be friends with benefits because the relationship didn't work, or something like that, you may have thought this person like doesn't really respect you. Or if you feel like this person's reached out and they come off like they only want something sexual, I mean, yeah, part of it is for that validation of knowing that like, wow, like I want to feel beautiful and desired to someone. I want to find myself feeling handsome to someone in the world. Like I don't want to feel like shit. This person's really lonely. But it's also their intention to also be with you intimately comes from a place of trying their best to kind of move into the direction of a relationship. So if this is an ex, they kind of want you back, but they feel like if they're sexual with you, they will be able to stay in your life. And if you're a woman, this person will probably want to get you pregnant so they can have an excuse to be in your life forever. This person really regrets fumbling the bag with you. Because we have this, like the Hierophant and the 3 of Wands. So that's the truth. That's clarifying the truth underneath the sex card. So it's like they thought maybe if they kept having, what with you, eventually you guys would somehow form into a relationship, because this person actually misses you. They can't be direct. There's too much ego and there's too much pride to let you know that they still love you or they still want to be with you. And I don't know what the scenario was to make you guys break up. It's different for everybody. But for some people, this person was convinced by other parties or someone outside of your relationship to break up with you. And they regret it because now they realize, why did I listen to other people when I could have just went out of my way to just do what made my heart feel better? So I feel like this person is in deep regret. Like they look back and they think, I could have been with Capricorn and I could have been happily with Capricorn, but now Capricorn doesn't even pay me any mind. Capricorn doesn't even want anything to do with me anymore. And it's making this person feel some type of way. And it's not even like, I'm not getting, oh, they just feel left out and insecure. I'm getting this person maybe feeling like very depressed, like in a way where, sorry, I can't stop touching my hair because I'm just looking at myself. I'm getting like this person maybe feeling like, sorry, this person may be feeling like they can't live without you. Like it's to that extent. It's not to the like, I'm not saying they want to kill themselves, but it's like ever since you left their life, they can't really function. And apply where it resonates, because this could be a cross watcher, but they feel like they can't be without you. Because when you were in their life, you brought not only substance, but abundance, happiness, joy, peace, good times. And they really didn't have much to offer. So they look back and feel like, I wish I was on Capricorn's level. And I don't get that they didn't want to offer you anything. It's more like they just couldn't. So say, for example, if you had more money, you were more established, they knew that they had to work on themselves and then go and approach you. But at the same time, they wanted to claim you so nobody else can claim you, so that they wanted you to wait for them so that they can get their shit together, right? That's what I'm getting here. But that's very specific. It may not resonate with everyone, but... All right, so let's find out what's happening in the month of August for Capricorn. What's happening in the month of August for Capricorn? We have King of Cups. I heard the song, I could swim across the mountain, I could swim across the sea. Something like, if that's what God asked of me. So I feel like someone is willing to go above and beyond for you. So whether you're single, whether you're not, I feel like somebody is willing to go above and beyond for you. It could be this water sign or just someone who carries this energy. I try my best to not get wrapped up into zodiac signs because we all have different things in our chart. And sometimes it doesn't show up in the reading. Like with me, I'm a Gemini, but I am a Leo rising, and I feel like I resonate more with Leo rising energy. Like when people meet me, they don't think I'm a Gemini. They think, oh, she's probably a Leo, because I like to put myself out there. I'm very direct. I'm into how I look, clearly. So yeah, so I don't really get into the zodiacs, but somebody who's emotionally mature feels like they're willing to do anything and everything for you. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. So wow, this could be a counterpart. This is equal. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. You may be meeting your match. Nine of Cups. The World card. I feel like you guys, I'm hearing the sky isn't the limit. Like, I feel like you guys have big goals, big dreams. And for in the past, you may have felt like maybe I can't achieve this, or maybe I can't achieve that, or you kind of felt limited. But now in August time, you're actually getting a lot more opportunities headed your way. It could be in love, could be in finance, because the Pentacles and the Cups are coming up. So this could be financially, but it could also be love-wise. You're getting a lot more options and you're setting goals for yourself. You could be into self-improvement, working on yourself. And I feel like it's the more you work on yourself. Sorry, my hair is annoying me. Trying to figure out what looks neat. Yeah, I should have not put myself on camera, because now I just keep staring at myself. But yeah, if you're someone who's into self-improvement, you could actually be working on yourself, and the more you work on yourself, you're actually attracting more opportunities because you are trying to maintain a positive mindset. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. So I do feel like you guys are just in your own solitude, just really thinking things through, thinking like, okay, how do I work on this part of my life? So you guys could be like into like goal setting. You could be finding out your purpose. If you felt like, oh, everyone has these amazing jobs and I'm doing something that I'm not passionate about, but it just makes me great money. This could be the month that you're finding out what your purpose is and what you're really passionate about and what you're supposed to do, what you're born to do. So that takes isolation, and I feel like you're moving in silence and moving out of logic. So you're kind of like, I think it's because you're not chasing love, you're actually attracting someone who thinks just like you, someone who's like-minded. And you may be feeling like, well, like, I've been hearing this from time to time. When are they coming in? I feel like the person who's meant to be with you is entering your life if they're not already in your life. But I do feel like the possibilities are endless. So you're finding your purpose, you're attracting more opportunities in love and career. And I feel like the person you end up settling with in the future is going to be very like-minded, very emotionally available. You could have been in situationships with people who weren't really giving to you to the same amount of level that you were willing to give. Like, I mean, Capricorns, you guys are always busy, right? You're busy. You keep yourself active. You're just like, bam, 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 I don't have time for love. But when you do fall in love, it's like you're very loyal to that person and you picture your whole future with that person. And I feel like you've been met with people who are a bit unserious in the past. So now you're actually meeting someone who's emotionally open and ready, and I think this is a direct result of you achieving things and changing your mindset and working on yourself, and that's what's also attracting these people. You guys have been spending a lot of alone time, so I don't even sense like an energy of hanging out with friends often. I feel like this is just, you've just been about your money, been about your bag, and that's it. Like, love has been taking a bit of a back burner. Like, anyone who's been very difficult to be with, you're like, you're not even giving them the time of day anymore. You're just like, I don't have time for it. But you're attracting someone a lot better who can give to you in the same amount that you can be given to. Okay, so what does Capricorn need to know for the month of August? What does Capricorn need to know for the month of August? Six of Pentacles. I instantly heard reciprocity. So I do feel like whatever you're putting out, you're going to get back. We have the Ten of Swords. Oh, we'll clarify what that is. The Ten of Cups. Okay, the Devil card. This is you guys. The Eight of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Okay, and the Two of Wands, and the Six of Cups is next to it. We also have the Eight of Pentacles, but I want to clarify what this Ten of Swords is about. What's the Ten of Swords about? What's the Ten of Swords about? Okay. Oh, two of Cups as well. Okay. I feel like, okay, this is you, Capricorn. I feel like in the past, you often overgave to situations, or you were left drained when it came to connections. I felt like you overgave, and it was never reciprocated. But I feel like now you've earned yourself a lot of good karma, because now you're actually going out of your way to do the inner reflection and think, what can I learn from these lessons? How do I better myself? And I'm not saying that, anyone deserves any pain, or like, I don't want to victim shame. But sometimes when we go through things, we need to take the time to think, what is the lesson here? What am I learning from this? And I feel like some of you have really done the inner work. You've kept yourself to yourself. You've kind of been in your alone time, just thinking like, okay, why did this person behave in this manner? Or why did I have to react in this manner? What is it about their qualities that are in sync with mine that I need to learn more about myself? And I feel like you guys remain classy and graceful no matter what you were put through. Like, you didn't turn into a bad person. People were not always appreciative of the good things you had to offer, the love you had to give. But I think now the universe, or God himself, has now listened to you, and now they're thinking, you know what? we're going to give Capricorn everything that they have put themselves into, as in like you reap what you sow. So you've been putting out good in the world and the good is coming back. That's why I feel like you're attracting somebody who's going to be your counterpart. So they may come into your life in a way where they may not instantly be like, hi, Capricorn, I'm in love with you, Capricorn. I feel like it's going to be a slow build up. I feel like you guys are going to be friends first, but you'll somehow recognize the energy that, wow, there's something about this person that reminds me of myself. Why do I feel like I can relate so much to this person? You know? But with this Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords, I feel like whatever has hurt you cannot hurt you any longer. You're ready to start new. So anything that really hurt you in the past, you're putting it to an end. You're letting yourself, feel the daggers, feel the blood, feel the pain, and now you're putting things to an end. For some of you, not all of you, for some of you, you could be in a job that you don't like, and you're like, I'm not being fulfilled here. Too much has happened here. I'm ready to move and travel to somewhere else, because we do have the Three of Pentacles. But even for a small percentage of you, you guys could have been in situations where, there was third parties or there was just interferences with other people that made you feel uncomfortable and betrayed and backstabbed, whether it be in love or career or in any pursuit. And now I see you putting that to rest and going towards what makes you happy. I feel like you guys are moving forward in life and you're not going to give it a second thought, okay? But I do feel like with this Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands, especially with the Two of Cups here, I feel like you're going to be hit with a decision about something, because we do have the Two of Wands, but this is you holding the world in your hands. So you get to decide whether you want to take someone from the past back or if you want to move forward with somebody new, because the Ace of Wands does indicate newness and passion and new beginnings. So I feel like you guys are in this phase of I'm trying to get rid of anything that doesn't serve me anymore. I've outgrown this. I've learned the lessons. I've finished the karma now. So you're going to be blessed with new opportunities in creativity, in growth, in love, and you're going to decide whether you want to try someone new or if you want to go back to the past. And maybe that's like a sign from God to see, has Capricorn really learned from this situation? Do they want to take someone back from the past, or do they want someone new? But meanwhile, you're going to be just continuing to work on yourself, work on your craft. But I feel like it's when you have your head down on your work is when you won't even realize that this person is going to come into your life. And then as soon as someone else comes into your life, someone from the past will always come back in. It's always like that. I don't know why, but just when you're focusing on yourself, and someone from the past always comes back. I don't know if they have a sixth sense and they just sense that you're moving on, you don't care or whatever, or if it's just a test from the universe. But either way, someone from your past will come and it will make you think, do I really want to repeat this? I already know this story. Do I want to go back on it, or am I ready to move forward and continue to evolve and grow and possibly be with the love of my life? Okay, I do feel like with this Two of Cups energy, you're going to be with someone who's more of your equal. It will feel more safe. It will feel easy. If you've gone through trauma or really toxic relationships, you may used to be the dynamic of one person giving while the other person doesn't receive as much, and you may have to get used to chasing people's love. So when this brand new love comes around, you may be thinking, wow, things seem easy. We're actually friends. Everything's going so well. And you may be thinking, okay, so when's the bad part going to happen? Because you may be used to the toxicity. And then the past might come back to tempt you and think, oh, but that's what's familiar. That's what I know. I'm used to that dynamic. But don't let that tempt you. Okay, go towards what's going to bring you fulfillment. Sometimes people think happy relationships are boring, and don't be one of those people, Like you might end up cheating yourself out of a happy relationship. So you're being advised to go towards new, but that's your decision to make. So what advice do you have for Capricorn this year? What advice do you have for Capricorn? Okay, there's something that you're thinking about doing. So if you're thinking about reaching out to any ex, or if you're thinking about doing something, right now is not the right time. So you might have to wait a little longer, maybe a few months more to do something specific. But only you will know what that is. And this part will only resonate with a few, because it's not giving me a clear sign whether it's love or career. But this is something in your own personal life that you may have to be a bit more patient for. We do have success, so you guys are guaranteed to be successful in the future. So whatever you're doing, If you're passionate about something, keep doing it. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, you're going to get guidance from your spirit team that's going to lead you to what you're supposed to be doing. But pay attention to your intuition. And we have wait. Yeah. So this kind of resonates more with this card about not the right time. Wait. There's something you have to wait. Okay. So if it's about a decision regarding something really important, you're being advised to wait. It may not be the right decision to make. So if you feel like, oh, you're being asked to be chose between two things, it's okay for you to say, I need some time. I need to reflect. Right now is not the right time for me to make a decision, you know? And at the bottom of that, we have don't stop. So don't stop believing. Don't stop remaining positive. Don't stop the hustle or the grind if you're trying to achieve a certain outcome of something. Okay. Any advice that you have for Capricorn? Okay, we have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So I do feel like you're starting to see the things that you've gone through from a very monk-like energy. So it's kind of like, or at least you should. So sometimes when people are assholes, it's not always your fault. It's got nothing to do with you. You're trying to not take things personal. Or this is the advice for you. Don't take things personally. Because sometimes people are going through their own storm, and the way they deal with problems is they project. In psychology, we call that projection. So some people may try to project on you their own issues. So when you look at that, you start to realize that everybody is really a product of what they've gone through and their experiences. So you're not the problem. So if you ever think to yourself, why are people like this with me? Why is no one serious with me? Why is everyone treating me in such a manner? It's not you, okay? Some people really do have their own baggage, and if you're someone who has really divine light, you tend to attract certain people like this. But you get to decide who stays in your life. So yeah, you may attract certain people that may have this energy, but you also have the ability to reject people who are unhealthy for you. We have jump in, Andromedan energy. Adventure, say yes to change. So I feel like you guys, even though you guys are earth signs, usually people know earth signs to not really like change, but you're being advised to embrace this change, because this change is what's going to land you more success, more happiness in your life, even if it seems scary. But you don't have to rush into it. But when things are changing, just remember they're changing for your sake. They're not changing for you to suffer, right? And we also have I'm sorry. I get this is like an energy from someone in your past. Someone feels really bad about the things that they've done to hurt you, because you're just moving forward. And I feel like that is the best revenge. The best revenge, it was in a Beyonce song, like, the best revenge is your paper, something like that. So I feel like you guys, instead of getting revenge on people or wishing people evil, you guys just focus more on your abundance, or focus more on yourself. And that's what hurts them even more, because they think, wow, Capricorn is looking good. Capricorn is looking great. Capricorn is thriving. And they're not really thinking about getting me back, or trying to hurt me. So yeah, it makes people feel really, really bad about what they've done. But I feel like you guys are just like, I don't even care. Like, I'm just more focused on my abundance. Like, I couldn't give two shits, right? We have Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, Seed the Light by staying grounded. You guys are earth signs, so of course you guys are very good at staying grounded. I feel like even if you guys are the type to get angry, I feel like you guys, the way you handle your anger, because I was talking about this in therapy, the way you handle your anger is very reserved, and it comes off as very graceful and very mature. Because I'm getting that you guys don't handle your anger by screaming at people and storming off, and like, you kind of take the anger in and you hold it in, and then you move forward, and then you put all this energy into self-improvement and self-work. And if you do that, congratulations, because that is the best way to go, because your revenge is your success, honestly. Okay, what advice do you have for Capricorn? Okay, 3 came up. Perfect. We have dare to be happy. Okay, so some of you may get the reputation. I mean, this is just what I hear. It's not always true, but I hear that some people think Capricorns can be a little bit boring. But you're being asked to just have some fun and dare to be happy. Don't be so sucked into work, or so sucked into all the responsibilities. It's okay to sometimes do things that make you happy. We have spread the light. So say, for example, you could be the type of person that when you succeed, or when you get paid, or when you get money, you want to share with your family. You want to be there for your family, your parents, your mom, your dad, your everything. And you try your best to stay positive. So So this card is just reiterating that. It's like, share your knowledge, share your stability, share your kindness, share your happiness, because some people really do need that. We also have take no offense. This is what I was talking about earlier, about when some people ignore you or may treat you a certain way or may make you feel small. Just know that you are not the issue here. Some people really have their own issues that they're projecting onto other people. So it's not about you. Some of you may feel like, why is it that I keep attracting these unserious candidates, or something happens and it's just it's never reciprocated energy. I always put the work in and no one even gives the same amount of energy back to me, and that is because it's not your fault. Okay, so some people literally are only projecting what they're going through. It's got nothing to do with you. Okay, and we have talked to God. So some of you, if you have a really good relationship with God, feel free to air out and vent as much as you can to him, because well and truly God hears your prayers. And sometimes when you ask for something, you either get it, or you get it but it's delayed, or you are handed something better. Okay, so don't stop having that communication with God or the universe, however you want to identify him to be. What love advice do you have for Capricorn? We have stay optimistic about your love life. Some of you may be giving up, saying like, oh, the dating pool is trash right now, or people are just so unserious right now. No one takes love seriously anymore. But you're being asked to stay positive, okay? Because when you have a positive mindset, oh my God, that's going to yield positive results, okay? We also have let your friends help you. So I'm getting a sense that you need to go out more, spend time with friends, maybe build friendships that could form into something more, but put yourself out there. I'm getting a message to not find love online, like, as in like, don't use dating apps. That's what I'm hearing, okay? We also have trust in reverse. So I feel like some of you guys don't have trust. Like, either trust in other people or trust in the universe that things will actually get better. But you're being advised to try your best, to hope for the best and see the good in others. Of course, once you see red flags in a person, you can drop them, but don't assume the worst in others before. I know it's easier said than done. I mean, I go to therapy. I don't really trust people as easily as I should because of, experiences. But we have a honeymoon. So yeah, take some time to enjoy your holidays. Put yourself out there. I feel like I'm just getting like self-love messages, because that's what's gonna be attracting true love. Okay. Any other messages we have for Capricorn? You guys could be dealing with a Taurus. We have the Crown. So you guys could be elevating in status, in money. Okay, we have baby on board. So I do feel like the person that you end up being in a relationship with, you could end up having a whole relationship and a marriage and a baby with. Like the next person you get with is the person you settle down with. That's what I'm getting. Okay, this wants to come through. We did have we did have a Gemini part of a necklace coming out, but it got caught in between these things. So I'm not going to take it, but you could deal with a Gemini or a Taurus or someone just born in May. We also have the clear quartz, so I do feel like you're starting to see things crystal clear. And you guys, I actually know Capricorns to be very, very honest people. So you expect honesty in return. So I feel like because of that energy, you're going to be attracting someone who also embodies that energy. Okay, this was a really random message. Sometimes I feel like, oh, did this even resonate with somebody? Because sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this live. I'm going to move on to Aquarius and then Pisces. Okay, so again, this may or may not resonate with everyone, because I'm now just reading the comments, and yeah, sometimes it resonates with some people, sometimes it doesn't. So that's what I'm getting. But anyways, take care, guys. Bye.